we are very confident that this time around there's a lot of seriousness, there's a lot of process, and there's a lot of willpower. You know, a lot of these projects that we are doing is about how the government wants to do it. Before, the problem was, can the government spend? They were not able to release the funds because there's so many requirements, so many bureaucratic hurdles. But today we see the government spending a lot. We see them really developing roads, building infrastructure projects, and that creates a very active banking market for us, no? Which is very positive. So we're very happy about the situation, and that's why at the present time we're trying to build also our ability to finance most of these projects. I can mention to you that the banks are releasing no less than 100 billion pesos as capital. Normally, they will lend 10 times that amount. So you're talking about a billion pesos. That's not for this year. Probably for the next 2 to 3 years, that's the amount of lending they will do. But loan growth, for your reference, is growing at around 18 to 20%. That is very high. That is very high, and that's very good.
The PSE index has been trading in the 800 to 8900 range over the past few days after hitting all-time highs early on into the year. How are you reading this?
We are very bullish about the stock market. We believe that this higher economic growth, 7 to 7.5%, will translate into better earnings of companies. And when companies earn more, prices go up. So this year, we expect the index to hit at least 9,400. So we're looking at a positive uptrend for the stock market. Markets will always fluctuate. We have to look at the long term. There will always be ups and downs. There will be volatility, but overall, we believe the undertone of the market is very positive.
First Metro's house calls for corporate earnings to rise 10%. How should investors play that market?
Well, one is to invest in companies that are earning 10, if not higher. There are specific companies that earn more. So these are the companies that you should buy.
Which sector?
Prices will be driven by earnings. So those companies over time that earn more or faster, their prices, stock prices will go up. What sectors? You have of course, you have the retail sector, and of course those that are related to infrastructure. There are also companies that give great dividends, and that's also subject to investments. No?
We're also seeing foreign funds rushing into the market. In fact, we've only got 2 days of net foreign selling so far this year. How is the expected rate hikes in the U.S. going to affect fund flows in emerging markets?
I think the general expectation is that the interest rates will not go up too fast, nor neither will they go up too far. There's a lot of liquidity, there's low inflation. Interest rates are driven primarily by inflation. And as long as inflation rates remain low, as long as there's enough liquidity in the markets, I think interest rates will go up, but not that much to hurt economic growth.
How about, sir, the BSP? There's been pressure from the BSP to hike interest rates. What's your position on that?
I think they're managing things very well. I think our governor is very much in charge. They're seeing good numbers. They're very, very watchful, and I think they're doing the right thing. No, I'm trustful that they will raise rates, they will reduce reserve requirements at the proper time.
Sir, with anticipated rate increases, what are you advising your clients? Is it time to go back to fixed income?
Well, I think many people now are advising that they should stay short. So a lot of people are investing on a shorter term basis, so maybe 2 to 5 years, most of the money. But of course, there are people with long-term commitments. They have to go to the 10 to 25-year market. But for investors, perhaps because interest rates are going up, maybe stay on the short side, which is 2 year to 5 year, not longer.
Sir, in 2017, we only had 4 IPOs. How much are you expecting this year?
Hopefully more than that. Hopefully, the number one thing that will go up this year are the stock rights, which is also good. I mean, it doesn't have to be new issues. It can also be stock rights offering. So you have Metrobank, you have Robinson Land, you have Bank of Philippine Islands, and many others are doing. But hopefully we can do 4 to 6 listed companies this year. Hopefully, we're working hard to do that.
The government is preparing at least $1 billion in dollar bond sale. That's on top of the Panda bonds and Samurai bonds. Is this a good way to go?
Oh yes, I think so. I think we are very popular in foreign markets. Our credit rating is very good. There's a lot of demand for our paper, so I think it's good as part of the funding of the government to raise it offshore also.
First Metro's house call is for for the peso to weaken to 52 pesos and 50 cents, is that level a cause of concern?
No, I don't think so because I think the weakness of the peso has just been this year. In the last 5 years, it's actually strengthened. No? We have been at 55, so 52.50 is just okay. I don't think it's something worrisome. It is weaker than today, but I think it's now. At the time we mentioned that the peso was 49. Today it's around 51 already, so we're almost there. We don't think there will be any further deterioration. And even if it hits 52.50, I think the economy can take it. I don't think it's a problem.